I'm Abby Petrie. People called me Bubbles last summer. I've been at camp for 15 years. I was a counselor for 3. So basically, I live here and I've never left.
I'm Joey Mayfield, and people call me Joey. I don't have a cool camp nickname yet.
Okay.
I've only worked here one summer. Maybe if I come here again, they'll give me a cool name like Kramer or something like that. I knew about camp because I live only 15 minutes from here, and I actually went to high school and grade school, I guess, with Dave Wright and Scott Brosman's kids, and I just knew it through that. And the Wrights and the Brosmans are good family friends, and I just knew that it was a great atmosphere where you can just teach kids just about God and like skills that they didn't think that they could have, like climb to the top of Mount Wood and kiss the owl. And actually, I had a girl, it was the last day of clinics, and she had it for 2 weeks. She'd been in Mount Wood clinic, and she had never made it to the top of Mount Wood. She'd gotten like this far away like the whole time, and I was just like, you can do it. And it was the last time, and I think the bell may have already rung, and she finally got up there, like one last jump, ditch effort to get up there, and she made it. And like the kids didn't know that they had the abilities that they had to do those things. I guess like myself and the other girl that was there helping out, and then all the kids, like we teach the kids to cheer them on and to just be respectful of each other and just like be a team and to get to the top. And I mean, she did it herself, and I was just standing there helping her out as much as I could.
Hidden in all these fun activities are personal development. You get a foundation of values and of morals and of lessons. And sometimes the kids don't even realize that they're learning how to be a good person, but they do. And you get to be a part of that, and that's amazing. When I was a camper, I looked up to the counselors so much. I wanted to wear the blue staff shirt because the people who wore this shirt were amazing. They had fun. They were crazy. They had friends. They got to live at Camp Tecumseh all summer long, so they were the most lucky people on earth. And then when you're here, you get to be that example. You get to show them what it is to be third, to be a Christian, to be a good human being, and to have fun while doing it. I wasn't a Christian when I first came here. I discovered God actually here, but it wasn't shoved down my throat. It was given to me through examples by the counselors. So, of course, you don't have to be a Christian to be here. I wasn't when I started. But you can find out what you want to believe. You can have the freedom to explore all kinds of different thoughts, to ask questions, to be daring in that sort of realm.
I actually had a Jewish camper one week, and he was like, what are you guys doing sitting in a circle? I was like, it's devotion time. It's like, what is that? And, and it's just like, that was the first camper that I had that, he didn't know about Camp Tecumseh, and he didn't know, like, that we taught Christian values like God is first. And by the end of the week, I didn't try to convert him or anything like that, but he just saw, like, how much fun that we had, and that, like, loving God didn't have to be, like, boring, like, Sunday services with your grandma there or whatever. And, like, not that that's bad at all, but, like, it can be silly songs, and it can be, like, whatever camp is to all these kids. And he was just stoked to be here and to be around all these loving people.
Once, I turned the flagpole into a giant fort. It was awesome. We stayed until like 1 a.m. trying to make a big circus tent and walls, and ended up like falling down at 5 a.m. on us. It was a lot of fun. It was awesome.
Top that, Joey.
Yeah, go.
It was the very last day that we actually had lake time, and both my partner Nick and I, Lake Ben was cool enough to give us blob duty, so for an hour my job was to make sure that kids got as high as they could off the blob and had as much fun as they could jumping off the trampoline out in the lake. You can't be getting paid to do that. So
sometimes the spontaneous stuff is the most fun. The ones like the random marshmallow fights or the mud hikes where the kids are like, you can get dirty and it's okay. Those are the most fun. It's just the new experiences. You're a part of something that's amazing. You're a part of a family. You're part of an entire program devoted to loving each other and loving life and loving fun. And you can't have that anywhere else. It's the most unique place in the world.
I don't know why I didn't go to camp, when I was younger, because I don't know, one of the coolest things about when I became a counselor was I got to learn how to do like high ropes training and like mount climbing and stuff like that, and like it's just like these experiences that you can't have at normal camps that Camp T just gives the kids, like going down a zip line across the lake. It was like 400-foot zip line or something like that, and going off the blob or going horseback riding on like amazing trails, and just going through the forest and like going on hikes, and just like the times that you get like bonding with people, and the closeness of the cabin and devotion times and just the campfires. Like, that's just what sets Camp Tecumseh apart. Julie and I, we actually live in the same town, and like we'd go home and we'd like sing camp songs and stuff, and people would be like, "What?" And I mean, come on. And I mean, they thought that was pretty crazy, and I mean, we were always just like telling stories, and they had no idea what was going on, and like, I don't know, the stories never stop, I guess.